16th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Been a busy morning. Morning, Rusty. Hope you're doing good, bud. It's been a busy morning, guys. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning and was finishing up my research on the Morris. Place has only been around since 1922. Started off as a vaudevillian theater. Changed names 4 times in 100 years. A lot of information on this place. Been some big stars. Let me see here. Getting things synced in. There's that. Throw a little thumbs up right there. Should have flipping known it's Monday. Good morning, Candy. Hope you're doing well this morning, love. Copy. Now we can put it up. Alright, let me see here. We got Rusty, we got Candy, we got Santee. Angela, howdy. Welcome. Alright, now I can share it out. I don't know why every single weekend the what I've got saved on there vanishes. We could be running good all weekend long, computer never shut down, but every Monday I have to wait till the chat starts and retype everything. I'll never understand that. Just one more ghost in the machine, I guess. I don't know. You guys will probably hear the periodic dinging of the notifications. Everybody is gung-ho about the investigation tonight. People started messaging at 3 o'clock. Just constant ding, 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 ding. Hey, Dev. Good morning, bud. You have a great day yourself. Take care. Let's see YouTube, please. Wouldn't be surprising. I'm going... Don't hold me to it. Depends on what the Wi-Fi is like tonight. I'm going to try to do a short live from the Morris, so you guys can get a feeling of what the place is really like. I'm going to try. It depends on what the signal's like. I'm going to try to get up in the very top balcony, which I think is balcony 2, and look down towards the stage. No, the theater, Rusty. We're doing the Morris Performing Arts Center tonight in South Bend. At one point in time, it was the largest theater in this part of the country. seating for almost 2,600. Had, Gracie and Allen. It's had big country and rock bands perform there. Louis Armstrong's been there. Um, Ronald Reagan's been there. I mean, it's just been several. Well, here, I'll tell you what. Let me throw it up here like this. Let me see here. Scooper. Um, 1920s to 1940s. It had people like the Ziegfeld Follies, Fanny Brice, George Burns, Gracie Allen, Houdini, Betty Davis, Bing Crosby, Debbie Reynolds, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra. In 1940, when the movie Newt Rockney All American came out, Ronald Reagan was there, Rudy Valley, Bob Hope, Jane Wyman, Kate Smith, Patty O'Brien as Newt Rockney. In the 60s to the 90s, it brought in groups like Louis Armstrong, Marvin Gaye, Hank Williams, Stevie Wonder, Jerry Lee Lewis, REO Speedwagon, the Eagles, ZZ Top, Aerosmith, Loretta Lynn, Fleetwood Mac, Ted Nugent, Judas Priest, B.B. King, Eddie Money, Hootie and the Blowfish, and many more. Alice Cooper tries to show up every year, every 2 years at the very least, and always puts on a heller show to a packed house. So there has been reports, Santee, nobody is confirming or denying anything, but you were with, the stage shows long enough, you know that not every theater puts out a ghost light. One of the really tall candlestick electric lights. This place keeps a ghost light on the main stage. It never comes off there. There have been reports from security officers. There's been reports from housekeeping. There's been reports from patrons about hearing and seeing things. So we'll just have to wait. I mean, who knows? It may be 100-year-old building settling, and it very well could be something supernatural. No one has ever been there to investigate, so we'll just have to find out. Half of those acts rolling out in wheelchairs. Well, they were performing there while they were still big and, well, healthy. Let me see. There is Tyler, Candy the Voodoo Queen, and Drew, live stream fans. Hey, how come Candy gets a title? The Voodoo Queen. Maybe it's a girl playing Basil. Why would a girl be playing an herb? Oh, Gazoo. Yeah, that was great. That was great. If I wouldn't get copyright smacked up one side and down the other, I would have actually made that the intro to this morning's live stream. Yes, Mark is the one that set it up, and that's the reason we're doing it tonight. So we knew he was off work to do it. But this is his baby. He done all the communicating with the lady in charge and got it all set up. So quite honestly, I wouldn't do it without Mark. It's only fair. Yeah, I know there was no intro because I'm using YouTube now because, I don't have the money to keep up StreamYard. And the only way you get to do all that extra stuff is if you have like the I think it's 25 bucks a month or something like that, version of StreamYard. So yeah, we don't do intros, and I don't use StreamYards until I absolutely positively have to, because you know you only get like 20 hours a month, and I do 24, 12, I did 5, 10. So in 2 weeks it would use up two weeks it would use up a whole month's worth of StreamYards. So I only use it when I absolutely have to now. Because Candy's been casting spells and hexing kids' mom. I need to hex the house on fire. Oh shit, did I say that out loud? Crap. Then again, knowing the condition of her trailer, it's probably just going to happen naturally anyway, so. I mean, you can only make your own bathtub pharmaceuticals for so long before it overpowers an electrical system. They need to. Yeah, Santee, if you've not looked at the video that Rusty sent you yet, you really honestly need to. I mean, it is probably the most patriotic thing I ever saw. It's got me choked up. Good morning, Caucasian. Good to see you, bud. Well, nice thing about it, Ty, it'll be the best bust her boyfriend's seen in that trailer since he moved there. I moved studio yesterday, now I have to reassemble it all. Yeah, I'm just leaving mine like it is, man. I rearranged it once and it took me 2 days to do it. So I'm not even gonna piss with moving mine around anymore. It'll sit here, it'll cobwebs hang off things. Rusty's getting fired on today in history already, guys. Booyah! 1771, the Battle of Alamance, a pre-American Revolutionary War battle between local militia and a group of rebels called the Regulators. Occurs in present-day Alamance County, North Carolina. Pitch from Rusty, you know it's got to be clean. There ain't nothing clean about that. Well, except for maybe the, the dust buster that she's working with. 1777, Burton Gwinnett, Georgia, delegate to U.S. Continental Congress and signer of the Declaration of Independence, wounded in a duel with political rival Lachlan McIntosh. Actually, if you guys did not watch Santee's video on Saturday, our old buddy Rusty is right there at the end of the video, just looking lovely as ever, talking on his little candlestick telephone and sitting there at his little desk in the corner of his room where his wife makes him stay all the time. That was cute. I enjoyed that. Let's see here. 1817 Mississippi River steamboat begins. Service. Showing public domain film tonight. Probably Santa Conquer the Martians. There you go. There's a classic for you. Presidential Convention, 1860. Chicago Republican Convention selects Abraham Lincoln as candidate. 1861, Major General Twiggs surrenders to Confederate Army in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, I bet it was Santee. It had to be fun. And whenever you and I throw some little BS together for either one of my videos or one of your videos, I just enjoy the hell out of it. I love it. I don't care if I get a single subscriber when I come over there and do stuff for your channel, or I don't care if any of your people follow when they see you on mine. It's just fun to do stuff together like that once in a while. 1861, Confederate government offers war volunteers a $10 premium. $10 frickin' premium. That's like soldiers today, guys and gals, joining the military and getting a $25 sign-on bonus. They weren't getting any new soldiers till they started offering a $15,000 sign-on bonus. 1861, Kentucky proclaims its neutrality. Huh. Switzerland of the Midwest. Learned how to speak YouTube Live. I learned how to break YouTube Live. If you'd like to know how. We'll talk about that later. Off camera. 1863, Battle of Champions Hill, Mississippi. Bloodiest action of the Vicksburg campaign. We should do another live stream. You're right. We'll talk about that. It is getting. It's been about a year. We have a tendency of throwing one out a year, so I mean we need to. 1864, Atlanta campaign, Battle of Resaca ends. 1864, Battle of Bermuda 100, Virginia. Never heard of that before. Whereabouts in Virginia is that located at? Never heard of Bermuda 100, Virginia. 1864, last battles of Drury's Bluff, Virginia. 1866, Charles E. Hires invents Hires root beer. Can't beat a good root beer or a good sarsaparilla. The kazoo vid was great. Who would have ever guessed that a person could play 3 different kazoos at one time? I wouldn't have. There we go. Let me stay here. 1866, U.S. Congress authorizes the nickel 5-cent piece replaces the silver half dime. Good morning, KG. Good to see your beautiful smiling face this morning. Y'all could say she took it all in. No, technically she didn't take it all in. Technically she let it all out. The only thing that would have beaten that is one in each ear and one in each nostril. Then she could have had like her own little orchestra playing. 1868, U.S. Senate fails to impeach President Andrew Johnson by 1 vote. Not like it even really works anyway. I mean, come on, how many presidents have they tried to impeach in the last 30 years and in the last 40 years? I think impeach is one of those words that we created like imagination. It's like it's a word, but it don't really exist. 1872, Metropolitan Gas Company, lamps lit for the first time. 1874, first recorded dam disaster. Damn that disaster. Oh, wait, in U.S., Williamsburg, Massachusetts. It was the first dam disaster we ever saw. Way back in the day when dams were damned unstable. 1891, George A. Hormel and Company establishes George A. Hormel and Company. Now you know where your Hormel chili comes from and stuff. And I thought, you know, the little wafer candies were cool because they were 19th century. Every time I eat a can of Hormel chili, I'm eating history. Which, by the way, in case you didn't know, when you want chili dogs, that Hormel chili, that beanless chili, best chili dog sauce you're going to find. Oh, there's another one of them there, mysterious email or mysterious messages. Dang. 1894, fire in Boston destroys the South End Grounds baseball stadium and 200 other buildings. 1903, first transcontinental motorcycle trip began in San Francisco by George A. Wyman arrives in New York, July 6th. Wonder if he was riding a Triumph. Nah, that was 1903. It couldn't have been a Triumph. What kind of bike was he riding, Rusty? (1910) U.S. Bureau of Mines forms. I'll check that out in just a little bit, Caucasian. That's your best hot dog. Now, see, I don't mind if there's beans in my chili on my chili dogs. I really honestly don't. So I'll buy any kind of Hormel I can get my hands on to go up on my chili dogs. Oh, he was driving a Harley. Okay. Well, the reason I ask is I was just watching a Pawn Stars video, just not, 40 minutes ago. And they had an old Triumph on there, and then they had the Road King on another video this morning that was showing the top 4 motorcycles that they had bought. And they were showing the Road King on there and talking about that being like the first real cruising bike. You know, the fact that you could jump on it in LA or San Francisco and drive clear across the country and have no worries whatsoever out of doing a cross-country trip on that bike. That's the reason I was wondering what kind of bike it was. 1918, the Sedition Act of 1918 is passed by the U.S. Congress, making criticism of the government an imprisonable offense. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I got it. Making criticism of the government okay, I got you. Basically the same thing that George Bush tried to do. Where if you say George Bush sucks while he's president, then you can go to jail for it. That's basically, yeah. Never really worked out though. Kind of eliminates that whole freedom of speech thing. You know, the thing about the Congress not able to pass laws that infringe on constitutional rights and shit. I can't have beans. So I shouldn't have beans, but I love beans. I'm taking beans with me next week, as a matter of fact, or this week. Oh my God, that's right. I got the Morris Performing Arts Center tonight, and on Thursday midday, I am heading to Niles to do the Niles Ren Fair thing. I get to go camping. I get to go camping. Let me see here. 1924, 108 degrees Fahrenheit in Blitzen, Oregon. So I could design a show around you telling this stuff. Rusty's good at it. 1927, U.S. Supreme Court ruled bootleggers must pay income tax. That the whole reason they were bootleggers is because they hid from the federal government. How are you going to tax them if they hiding from you? Can you do the same trick with old movies? Beans are the best. Yes, they is. Silence Golden at the first Oscars, 1929, first Academy Awards, Wings. Emil Jannings and Janet Gaynor win. Hey, Taryn. Good to see you, hon. Sorry I couldn't stay up for that stream last night. I'm going to watch it as soon as this is over, or as soon as I'm done with this. I was dead to the world by 10 o'clock last night. Of course, if you would have had it at midnight, I would have been up to watch it, but you know my sleeping patterns. Terrence Hill ate beans in about every Western he made. 1938, first Aminal Breeding Society forms. You do sit around and watch them? What's an animal breeding society? I thought animals did that without having a society. No, you gotta get more motion going here. If you're deep in Blitzen, it's warm. Obviously so. 1938, 38 die in Terminal Hotel fire in Atlanta, Georgia. Terrence Hill ate half pound of beans, drank a pot of coffee in one scene. and as soon as the director yelled cut, Terrence's rectal cavity did. Cut loose. 1939, U.S. food stamps are first issued in Rochester, New York. Also, Terrence Hill was hated by most co-stars because he was up at 4 a.m., went to bed at 9 p.m. Watching Terrence Hill movies. My name is Nobody. It was one of the best. 1941, first U.S. radio performance of Robert Russell Bennett's Symphony in D for the Dodgers. I just watched Joe Baker. 1947, Billie Holiday is arrested in her New York City apartment for possession of narcotics. Billy. 1948, CBS News correspondent George Polk's body is found in Greece. Not making a cooking joke with that one. Terrence Hill was the real deal. Trick shooting fast draw artist who could read lines and ride like a cowboy because he was a cowboy. 1951, the first regularly scheduled transatlantic flights begin between Idlewild Airport and New York International Airport and Heathrow Airport, London, operated by Al Israel Airlines. 1952, New Faces of 1952 opens at the Royale Theater, New York City, runs for 365 performances. 365 performances, apparently not a lot of people were interested in the New Faces of 1952. Or there just weren't that many faces of 1952. Santee, you're here. What is a good running performance on Broadway? How many performances? I mean, we all know what a bad running performance is. We've seen lots of them on here. But what is a good running performance? 300 performances, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,300. What was our longest running performance? Rusty, wasn't it like 3,064 performances or something like that? I think we had one that was like 3,064 performances. And of course, we've had ones that were like 5 performances. So a success would be over a year. 1954 WGAN, now WGME TV, Channel 13 in Portland, Maine? Portland, Maine? Have to be Portland, Maine. First broadcast. Yeah, I would say Cats would have had to have won for that. I mean, I don't remember what the stage production was that we did on here, but I believe Rusty did one here a month or so ago that was like 3,006. And then we've had ones that were, 10 performances, 8 performances, 15 performances, 100 performances, 300 performances. So, good morning, Mark. Good to see you, bud. Maybe Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, he's probably really pissed off right now that he didn't have the... Oh, you mean the play. I don't know how many, performances they done. Little Shop of Horrors had 327 performances. I like the movie more than I like the play. And I love live theater. I'm actually thinking about getting involved in live theater uptown. They took one of our old storefronts and they turned it into an actual theater. And they're starting to take look at tryouts for folks who, sorry guys, it's getting warm in here. Starting to do live tryouts for players for our theater uptown. So, let me see here. 19. Wait, I missed that. Oh yeah, I'm beyond ready, Mark. I'm beyond ready, bud. Cannot wait. 1956, Crap Theater presents an act from Profiles in Courage. 1957, U.S. launches its third atomic submarine, USS Skate, at Groton, Connecticut. I have delivered to the sub base. Oh, very cool. I'm throwing something special in for the investigation. Cool. Can't wait to see what you got up your sleeve there, buddy. 1958, Major Irwin, U.S. Air Force, flies a Lockheed Starfight F-104A to a record 1,404.18 miles per hour. I'm just worried, Santee, that with my memory, I won't be able to remember the lines and stuff like that. Now, if it was an ad-lib kind of thing, like, whose line is it anyway? I could pull some shit out of my hat that just make people pee on those seats. But actually studying and forcing myself to remember lines, a lot harder for me to do. But I'd still like to try. I'll be honest about that. And I have a lot of my own costumes. 77. It's only 55 here, but I shut the fan off earlier to, matter of fact, I'm going to go turn that puppy on real quick, guys, because I'm about ready to roast in here. It's 55 outside, but it's about 78 in here. I'll be right back. Get back, you dirty animal. Now, let's say what I missed now. 1958, Eli breeding. No connection to the Animal Breeding Society. Anyway, Eli breeding experiences 83 83G. Oh, 83G deceleration on rocket slip. In New Mexico, 1959, WTOM TV Channel 4 in Sheboygan begins broadcasting. 1960, Theodore Maiman operates his first optical laser at Hughes Research Laboratories in Malibu. 1960, Theodore Maiman did that same damn thing. Okay. Let me see here. 1961, 13th Emmy Awards, Jack Benny Show, Raymond Burr, and Barbara Stanwyck. Back in the day, she was a hottie. Of course, there towards the end, she looked like a melted candle, but, she was a hottie back when she was younger. Oh, I love improv. I love improv. It's my favorite thing is doing improv. Does anyone have a kazoo? The Beast in Me opens at Plymouth Theater, New York City for 4 performances. See? Sucky show. 1963, Gordon Cooper completes 22 orbits in Faith 7 in U.S. Project Mercury. 1965, Roar of the Grease Paint opens at Schubert Theater, New York City for 232 performances. Moderate show. I am an animal. Psst. You need euthanized, dude. 1965, WNJU-TV, Channel 47 in New York, Linden, New York, begins broadcasting. At some point in our lives, we're all animals. Only when I go to Sirloin Stockade. That's the only time, I get my hands on a buffet and get back, or you're going to lose fingers. That's all there is to it. Hey, Santee, you have yourself a good day, bud. We'll talk about another live stream. That's a great idea. Just have to finagle around my schedule and meet up with yours a little bit. Have a good Monday. Yeah. that's humanly possible, having a good Monday. But anyway, let me see here. 1965, Campbell Soup Company introduces SpaghettiOs under the Franco-American brand. 1966, the Beach Boys released their groundbreaking album Pet Sounds, which falls right into that animal breeding society thing again. What the hell is today's history all about? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm I spanked my cow, E-I-E-I-O. Good morning, Stephen. Hope you're doing good today. 1966, I almost said Animal Welfare Rights Organization organizes. Morning, Jay. Good to see you, bud. 1967, Philadelphia voters approve a $13 million bond issue to build a new stadium. Still didn't make the team play any better. Best day. 1969, U.S. nuclear sub Guitarro sinks off San Francisco. Also in 1969, Venera 5 lands on Venus. Returns data. Venus being the goddess of love, isn't it kind of ironic that we send a satellite up there that even resembles the word venereal? I mean, seriously? Well, I mean, if I'm an animal, then I'm made werewolf pups. 1971, U.S. first class postage now costs 8 cents. Holy crap, that was expensive back in. Theater premiere, 1962, Melvin Van Peebles musical Don't Play Us Cheap opens at Barrymore Theater, New York City, runs for 164 performances. Moderately sucky. Alright, it's 8:42. I've been drinking coffee since 3 a.m. I have to run to the potty. You guys do what you do. I'll be back. I've got to get a coffee here. Oh, a coffee can. 1977, 5 die as New York Airway helicopter topples on Pan Am building, New York City. So far in the messenger app, I've got 45 friends. Booyah! 45 friends. Not too awful bad considering you've not been on Messenger that long. And 45 friends is always better than a kick in the sack. I mean, 45 is not too awful bad for as long as you've been on there. And besides that, quite honestly, it's your Facebook friends, not the Messenger app. Since Messenger's owned by Facebook, all Messenger is the communication service for Facebook. So instead of just typing a message out, you can either type one out or video chat using Messenger. Or I should say, instead of commenting on a video or something like that, you can actually personally message or send a video. I actually have got a lot less friends on Messenger than I have on Facebook, because there for the longest time I just friended everybody till they started saying, "Have you heard the news?" I did, however, get one last night, you guys. I was blown away. I had somebody ask me to join the Illuminati. Seriously, honest to God, someone asked me to join the Illuminati. Said that I was exactly what the Illuminati needed. They were going to give me $1 million upon agreeing to join them. And I said, okay, well, here's my PayPal account. Go on and put 1/4 of that in there, and I'll say yes. I told him, I said, I'd say yes for $1,000. Just slip that right in there, and I'll say yes, I will join the Illuminati, and you can deposit the other $999,000 into that account. Didn't hear back from them. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't get the message yet. I'm not really sure. So apparently the Illuminati has really dropped the ball on the kind of people they want in the group, because, they used to only take the world's most elite. But now they're willing to take, unemployed, disabled diabetics. I don't know. Let me see here. 1980, Brian May of rock group Cream collapses on stage with hepatitis. Wow. Pretty cool. I mean, not cool, but I didn't know he had hepatitis. And he's still rocking strong. 1982, Barnum closes at St. James Theater, New York City after 854 performances. 1982 is Their Life After High School, closed at Barrymore after 12 performances. Apparently, there's no life after the curtain opens. What up, Ian? Good to see you, buddy. 1982, Columbia moves to Vehicle Assembly Building in Kennedy Space Center, Florida for mating in preparation for STS-4. 1984, U.S. performs nuclear test at Nevada test site. There was mating again, by the way. I just didn't want to... There's been a lot of mating going on in here this morning. And sadly enough, most of it has... most of it's involved, like, livestock and shit. Today's a special day. Youngest graduation from pre-K. Yay! Tell her Uncle Drew said, yay! I don't have anything to... don't have anything around here to... wave in excitement. I looked, I don't have anything around here to wave in excitement. Like, like a pom-pom. Found another dress, by the way, Ty. Probably for the oldest. It's one I got for Ash summer before last, 2 summers ago, 3 summers ago. But, new dress. Okay, let me see here. 1984, When Doves Cry, single released by Prince Rogers Nelson, Billboard Song of the Year 84. I will, it's tonight, Sugar Diploma, yay! 1986, Top Gun, director by Tony Scott, starring Tom Cruise. Dudes and dudettes, I'm here to tell you right now, when this live stream ends, get on YouTube and look up the new Top Gun yeah, whatever they call that damn thing. The what the hell they call it? Damn it, somebody give me a word here. What are those things called for movies that like a sneak peek thing that tells you what movies are coming out? Top Gun trailer, thank you. Trailer. Sorry, human, male, thinking about trailers being behind, not before. But yeah, the new trailer, badass. I seen a behind the scenes thing yesterday. Tom Cruise actually went through Top Gun school, and the actors in the film are actually the pilots in the movie. Tom Cruise was making a remark about the fact that not only are they being pilots, but they're being producers while they're in those jets, because they're filming themselves in those jets. So, very, very cool. The movie looks awesome. The movie looks awesome, straight up. I'll be honest about it. I think I'm looking as forward to seeing that as I was seeing the new Ghostbusters, which, by the way, if you have streaming service at your home, I believe Ghostbusters is free today. It is no longer $4.99, $9.99, whatever the hell they were going to choose. So if you have streaming services, look up the new Ghostbusters movie if you've not seen it yet, or even if you have seen it yet. The wife and I are going to watch it again tomorrow. Alright, let me say how I felt way behind. Look at that. I got to quit talking so much. 1986, Bobby Ewing, Patrick Duffy comes back from the dead on Dallas. 1987, Mystery of Edwin Drood closes at Imperial Theater, New York City after 608 performances. Not bad. That's basically almost 2 a day. Mr. Wook said, hey Drew, he's cooking him a birthday breakfast. Tell Mr. Wook I said how to do and happy birthday. 1987, Dobro 400, a barge carrying 3,200 tons of garbage sets sail from New York City, beginning an unsuccessful 8-week search for a dumping site. Wait, the brother should be happy. I missed that. Keeps asking when her money will come in so she can come see Steph. That's cute. 1988, U.S. Surgeon General C. Everett Koop reports nicotine as addictive as heroin. C. Everett Koop is nuttier than squirrel shit. Nicotine is nowhere near as addictive as heroin, and don't make you do near stupid stuff once you're taking it. 1988, U.S. Supreme Court rules white trash may be searched without a warrant. What? 1988. Okay, nobody put anything else on here. I'm almost caught up. I got 1988 U.S. Supreme Court rules white trash may be searched without a warrant. So wait, white trash may be searched without a warrant. So if the police suspect there's a meth lab in a trailer park, they don't need a warrant to go check it out. If they think some trailer park hooker has keistered 5 pounds of heroin up her Watusi, they don't need a warrant to shove their arm up to the elbow to find out. How does that work? How do you search white trash without a warrant? That feller that lives down the road from you, that's got the 1959 Volkswagen sitting in his yard as a lawn decoration, and got flowers planted under the hood on both ends. If you think he's into illegal activity, you don't need a warrant to check him out. Moving on. 1992 U.S. Spatial STS-49 lands maiden voyage of Endeavour. 1993, 3 men on a horse. There's another animal thing today. Closes at Lyceum Theater, New York City after 40 performances. 1993, Wilder closes at Circle in Square, New York City after 30 performances. 1994, Howard Stern radio show premieres in Orlando, Florida on WTKS 104.1 FM. 1994, Jacqueline Onassis admitted to hospital for cancer treatment. Good morning, John. Good to see you, bud. Thank you, everyone. Graduating little one. She's happy and excited. I thought about posting it live. Might be a good thing. The hell did I just walk into? Dude, what you just walked into was Rusty posting a piece in Today in History about the Supreme Court ruling saying that you could search white trash without a warrant. White trash could be searched without a warrant. I'm still going over the ramifications of that ruling in my head. 2011, Space Shuttle Endeavour launches on its final commission in space. 2013, Bill Gates regains his position as the world's richest man with $72.7 billion after losing the position in 2008. 2013, human stem cells are successfully cloned. 2019, last episode of TV sitcom Big Bang Theory, starring Jim Parsons, Johnny Galecki, and Kaylee Cuoco after 12 seasons. Can't believe it's been 3 years already. You know, I didn't watch that show for probably the first 5 seasons because everybody told me it was too cerebral. It was a show about geniuses that only geniuses would understand. I started watching that show and loved it. Loved it. When the wife and I got together, I got her hooked on it. We watched the last episode together and she bawled like a baby. And I shed a few tears myself. 2019, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio announces he is running for president, the 24th Democrat to run. Question: how do you search trash? How do you search white trash? Kind of reminds me of that South Park episode where the definition of white trash is drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and fighting with your spouse. There was a they were poking fun at those behind the scenes cop shows, and it was called White Trash in Trouble. Whenever they arrest you, you're like, I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. And then they throw you in the back of a cop car. Bet they didn't need a warrant to check them out, though. 2019, U.S. President Donald Trump declares a national emergency over IT threats, banning U.S. companies from using foreign technology without a license. 2020, 118-year-old American department store JCPenney's files for bankruptcy. Hey, whoop, happy birthday, buddy. Turning 18 today there, bud. You know, hanging out, dating the older woman. Don't worry, she'll make you feel young. Thank you, Rusty, for another good today in history. Even though it kind of all circled around animal porn. Or animal mating. Animal mating. I'm sorry, yeah. What do you think I meant by gotcha? That was good. That was good. That was good. Today was a very interesting today in history. That's my question. How close that would be searching white trash with warrant. How that works. Make special phone call. Have a great day. A special phone call, huh? What's her name? Big Studley. You stay away from the older women. You're too scrawny. They'll break you like a piece of sketty noodle. How are you doing this morning, Mr. J? Glad to be catching you on in the mornings a little bit. You get to see just how silly we can be on here. You waiting to get loaded there, sir? Redneck 1000. Day off today, been sick all weekend with headaches, lightheaded. Oh, wow. Told you the other day, the wife working you as hard as she does on the weekends on that chicken run, man. I knew it was going to be too much for you. Hope you get to feeling better, dude. I mean, that's not good. Not good at all. I mean, you guys know I've been suffering from the headache thing, or from the lightheadedness since the diabetes started, but the headaches and the diabetes, or the headaches and the lightheadedness, has got really bad since I took that fall at the hospital. And they still don't think there's anything wrong up there, and I keep telling them it's like shaken brain syndrome or something, as hard as I hit that concrete floor with the back of my head. And the headaches, you know, they kind of like emit from the area where I hit my head on the floor, still to this day. So, yeah, I completely and totally understand the headache thing. I mean, they can get so bad, I know sometimes they make you sick at your stomach. So, you just take it as easy as you possibly can, get to feeling better. Matter of fact, I was running around yesterday, getting the vacuum ran, you know, cleaning the litter box. Because today's trash day, so I was getting everything done so I could dump the vacuums in the trash, stuff like that. I had to stop and just kind of lean down over the back of the couch, lay my head down for a little bit. I got done vacuuming, stood up real fast, took off running through the house, ran around the back of the couch, and just all of a sudden, it's like almost like the whole room just kind of went. I had to stop for a second and just kind of lean down, get my bearings back and stuff, because I thought I was going to hit the floor again. Thank God here it's at least, you know, carpet and padding. Woke up to go to work Saturday. There was room was spinning and got clammy and dry heaves. Not good. I'm surprised Jan didn't take your butt straight to the hospital. We're not spring chickens anymore, man, though we don't like to admit the fact we're getting older. Nasty, nasty poop. It, yeah, it does happen. It does occur. Yeah, see, Wook, that's what I was thinking about was his sugar. So I know the doctor's been after him to lose some weight. Your wife and I talk. Y'all keep telling me how much you care about me. I care about you too. And, well, you know, gotta watch that stuff, my friend. August is coming up very, very soon. We're going to be meeting up for the first time very, very soon. I want you healthy. Healthy. On your A game. We opened the swimming pool. Really? Well, that's cool. Well, very possibly dehydrated. Oh, how high is my sugar? Or are you asking Jay how high his sugar is? My sugar don't move. It stays right around that 275 to 325 mark, regardless of what I eat, what I inject, what insulin I inject, what pills I take, all that stuff. They got me on Janubian now, along with my other pills for the diabetes, and it hasn't changed it a bit. But my sugar should not be doing too awful bad because I am continuously losing weight. So I'm actually down to a size 34 jean now. When we all first met, I was in a size 40 waist. I'm down to a 34 now. So don't let anybody ever tell you that lots of salads and Diet Coke or Diet Soda and stuff like that don't help. Because I'm here to tell you it does. Matter of fact, I've been doing so good here lately. Um, I've actually considered trying to find a just an outside weight bench. I've got all the weights, I've got all the bars, I've got all that stuff, but I've actually considered starting to work out again. Seeing if I can get my body as toned up as it was 10, 11 years ago when I was going to the gym every single day and had a, a workout regime that I followed very closely and stuff like that. I've considered doing that again. If lumber and stuff wasn't so expensive, I would actually consider going out and getting the lumber I need to actually build a pull-up bar I could put outside and a set of parallel bars I could put up out there. You know, work on the lats, work on the shoulders, stuff like that. But yeah, I've got all kinds of bars, and I think I've got about 300 pounds of weight that's basically just been sitting because I have felt so miserable over the last couple of years that I'm really feeling so much better now. Besides, I can always use the workouts on my legs and stuff with my knees and my hips and everything. Ain't nothing you can do about getting older, but you can slow the process a little bit, or at least look really great when you die. I mean, come on. I personally wouldn't mind the wife having to pay extra for a bigger coffin, you know, to fit my shoulders and my chest into. I mean, the way I figured, if I wind up going to hell, at least I want a fighting chance to, you know, get some level of supremacy while I'm there. I figure hell's probably like prison, and just people constantly like terrorizing you and trying to beat you up and stuff like that. So I figure, you know, if I go down there looking like The Rock, I got a better chance of surviving. Well, that version of surviving. Like I said, guys, getting back to the serious stuff now. I will do my best depending on the Wi-Fi signal and everything at the theater tonight to do some live streaming from the investigation. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. Um, I'm going to try to pull it off. We'll just have to see what happens. But we will be at the Morris Performing Arts Center tonight in South Bend, Indiana. Like I said, it's a 100-year-old venue. It's celebrating its 100th birthday this year. Uh, there's been a lot of stars in that place, a lot of big names over the last century. It did start off as a vaudevillian theater in 1922, and we are honored to be the very first paranormal team to go in there and investigate that place. So I will do my best to do a little bit of live streaming tonight. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible. I will not have a way to monitor the comments. I will try to catch them the best I can on screen. We'll see. Pocket Watch. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. Do you know if Sleepy Hollow Road is a sure thing yet? No, look, I've not really had a chance to talk to Mark to find out yet if we're going to attempt that this year. He has been going through some family issues that have really kept him on his toes lately. So I've been giving him space to figure out what's happening there. Hopefully we'll get a chance here real soon to actually talk about it. But yeah, I would love to come down and do the Sleepy Hollow Road thing down there in your area. No one walk at once. Templar, good to see you. Hey, Elvis. Welcome, bud. Good to have you here. I have Chuck running here. It's a little hard to hear, but I'm here listening on break anyway. Good. Glad you're spending your break with us. And I'm sure he appreciates that look. It's been pretty rough for him and the family lately, and him and his wife are doing everything in their power to try to keep things under control. I don't want to go into any detail because it's not my detail to go into, but there's been some issues that have cropped up with the foster kids, and that's all I'm really going to say about it. Man, I can't believe I've been forgetting to do that all morning long. The investigation fund that it talks about in the little PSA right there. That is much like tonight. They wanted money. They had $250 to do the Morris Performing Arts Center. Mark paid over half of that. So being the creator of Midwest Parahistoric Society, I'm trying to pay the rest of it. Plus, we have other investigations coming up. We have equipment we're trying to get our hands on. We have, fuel prices, traveling to these places, things like that. Plus, I have that event coming up next weekend. I'm going to be out away from the house for 4 days. And you guys all know that the donations that we get here is the only income I have right now while we're fighting for the disability again. So any donations to the PayPal link is greatly appreciated because it helps support the channel. It helps support me. So that way my poor wife isn't stuck not only supporting a family of 4, but supporting all of my outside things too. Oh, let me see here. Warhell, what is up? Good to have you. Give him my Facebook. If you ever need to talk, tell him, look me up. I'll do it, bud. I'll do it. Thanks for watching. God bless you, brother. Much love and respect. We are still looking for other folks that live in the Michigan or Indiana or Illinois or Ohio areas, Kentucky, that's interested in joining in with the Bigfoot expedition in the early fall. I am still planning to take a group to Manistee State Forest here in Michigan. That is where a lot of the Bigfoot sightings um, take place during that time of the year. Where the more intense sightings, where you're getting so many sightings that 911 dispatch, the newspapers, stuff like that are really getting bombarded by reports. There are minor reports throughout the rest of the year, but they really go off the scale in September, October, and the first week or so of early November. So we are still looking for people that would be interested in joining into that expedition. Oh yeah, the king is alive. Most definitely the king is alive. He's just been hiding, but staying out of the limelight. Couldn't even walk down to the 7-Eleven for a frosty drink without getting mobbed by people wanting an autograph. Bastards. I'm alive and living upstairs at Graceland. There you go. See? That's one investigation that I can mark off my list, because I've been wanting to go to Graceland and just kind of have my K2 meter, maybe my voice recorder in my pocket, and just kind of walk around. And now I know I could just like I wouldn't need the paranormal equipment, because Elvis is alive and kicking and living upstairs in the parts that the tourists don't get to see. But anyway, as I was saying, if the signal is not strong enough to do a live stream from the Morris tonight, or at least a short live stream, because I'm going to be filming the investigation and stuff. It's not going to be like the investigation at the Van Buren County Poorhouse Museum a few weeks ago. I will be doing the investigation. I won't just be sitting and watching the computers all night long. My health is better. The blood clot is breaking up. I'm able to move a little better. Still need my painkillers, but I will be out. I will be out doing the investigation, and I will be trying to get a video put together for you guys. But I will be attempting to do some semblance of a short live stream near the beginning of the investigation or something, to let you guys get a good look at what this place looks like on the inside. Hopefully I'll have my AC fixed tomorrow. Fucking dying over here. Dude, I've been turning the air on the last few days. Well, I didn't yesterday. I turned it on the day before. The humidity levels, as long as they're low, I turn the window, or I open the windows up, turn the fans on. When the humidity gets too high to tolerate, that's when I yeah. I turn the air on. When it gets to 87 degrees in the house, I turn the air on. But then again, when you live in a modular home, you're basically living in a great big microwave. So do what you got to do. Man says humidity. Last time humidity was below 89 here was Cretaceous. It's not quite that bad. So bad I have mushrooms growing in my eyebrows. At least you got mushrooms, man. There ain't that many of them around here. Mushroom hunters are pissed around here. They go out looking for bloody mushrooms and can't find a damn thing. It's already 71 here where I'm at in Alabama. Ain't even 9 a.m. yet. It's almost 9:30 here, and it's only 58 degrees this morning. But it beats the hell out of 38 degrees. I'll tell you that. My jock itch has a ringworm. Ow! Started to get warm in my area too. Finally now I'm starting to get my powers back. Go out and stand in the yellow sun, bud. It's the yellow sun that gives you your powers. Go out and soak that sun. Go out and soak them rays up. Soak up the yellow rays of the sun, and you too will be faster than a speeding Chevy Equinox and able to stop ping pong balls, um, and jump sticks in your yard with a single bound. Thought it was my hair. Faster than a speeding Chevy. Able to leap down sticks with a single bound. Look, coming up the road. Is it a homeless person? Is it a small child with Down syndrome? No, it's Templar. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. My wife loves her Equinox. She loves that thing. Gets great gas mileage. Runs like a dream. Got 58,000 miles on it. It's probably her favorite car she's ever owned. Not crazy about that, you know, bill every month, but puts a smile on the wife's face. Moves her targeting computer off me for a while, and she's able to concentrate on some other things. Most people think there's something wrong with me. I love hot weather. I actually enjoy summer a lot more than I enjoy winter. My thing is, uh, if it was possible to stay about somewhere between 70 and 75 year round, I'd be happy. I'd be happy as a clam. Now, I'm just hoping that it's in the 50s or 60s next weekend when I'm going to be in head to toe leather and wool and I mean it can even drop down in the 40s or 50s at night because I got that beautiful wool cloak with the wolf hide draped across the shoulders on it and everything. I'm good with 60 or 70. I had a 1975 Chevy Blazer. It finally died with 247,000 miles on it. That's. I think I had 210,000 miles on my Ford Bronco when it finally took a poop. Um, Great. I mean, I wound up selling the thing for a Brown Bess musket and some Revolutionary War clothes. And my buddy took it, rebuilt the engine, put a brand new gas tank on it. He probably got another 5,000 miles out of it before he passed away. I like hot weather at a beach, air, but here the air is thicker than water. Wow. I drove an S10. I put 395,000 miles on it. My God. That's a lot of miles on a S10. Look at the sun coming up, creeping through the privacy fence. It's going to be a pretty day for an investigation, guys. That engine is in a mud buggy now. Always wanted a dune buggy. Don't know why, because our nearest dunes are, what, 60 miles away, 65 miles away. Always wanted a dune buggy. Always thought those things were badass. You know the old dune buggies, fiberglass body, had a little roll bar going between the front and rear seats on it, rear engine, little bug headlights on the front. Oh, you got a swamp buggy. I got you. One, I hate to run back to work. May love and light. You too, my friend. Love and light protect you as well. Um, have a good day, or at least try to. I mean, Mondays aren't synonymous for being good, but you know, I guess it is what you make it. Like Speed Buggy, but for slime. Exactly. Yeah, I got to ride at prom about 11 years ago. That'd be pretty cool, showing up to prom in a dune buggy. I have to drop some stuff at U.S. Port. Take care. Oh heck, it's only 9:35. ha ha ha. Guys, I'm so excited about tonight. That is just, it's going to be so much fun. Not only getting the group together again. Heather's going to be back tonight. She's doing so much better. We should have our new shirts tonight for the investigation. The MPS t-shirts. Be pretty cool. Oh, there's some maybe Mennonite kid traded for a Baja bug. Pulled it with mules. Pulled it with mules. Wow. Yep, the Baja bug is what I always wanted. Always thought it'd be cool as hell to drive one of those around. You know, no top on it. Don't matter if it rains inside it or not. Always thought that'd be awesome. Have a Baja bug. Oh, goshly. Almost out of cigars again. We are still closing in, guys, on that 500 subscriber mark. That way I will have the community tab back again and can start making announcements and stuff within the group. We are at, 421. Let's update this and see. Oh, at 422. We're closing in on it. 1st of June, I will be looking into getting the old channel back. The old channel, I will be switching the name back to Living History Comes Alive. That channel will be all history if I can get it back. I make no promises. If I can get it back, it'll be all history. This one here will be History's Mysteries. So it'll stay exactly as it is now. And I will continuously run both channels. So we will just see what happens. Painted it black, removed every sticker and chrome, all lights, engine, and kept the mat rims. No Motorhead concert. Never got to see Motorhead play though. Thought that would be cool. That old buggy sounds real cool, Caucasian. How you doing this morning, Paul? Good, I hope. Happy Monday, sir. be watching tonight just in case I can pull off that stream. I think you guys will really enjoy seeing this theater and stuff with the lights still on before we go lights out for the investigation and start filming the video. Um, this place is huge. This place is huge. I mean, it's not an arena by any means, but at one point in time, this place was the largest, fanciest theater in this part of the country. The architect that I give you guys, I know y'all have good imaginations because you watch me and think I'm funny. So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of idea of what we're working with here. The Morris closed in, let me see here. Where's that one piece of information at? Right there. When this theater was built in 1922, it was, the inside was painted in different rose tones, blues, and creams, and they didn't want to settle for one architectural style. So the architect, J.A. Sarona from Chicago, actually came up with a design where he envisioned this place being like a little palace, a place where anybody who walked in there felt like royalty. The architectural styles that he used were Baroque, Spanish Renaissance, Greco-Roman, and even Art Deco. So he used a lot of different architectural styles. You guys will see. It's like I told the crew when we first talked about this investigation. When you walk in the front room, in the foyer where the ticket booths and everything are at, you are talking about nothing but marble and stone. It has got pillars inside the front room that are 2.5 stories tall, marble pillars from like the Roman design. The staircases are all iron, brass, and stone. It is like walking into a palace, which, give it the name, the Palace Theater, first off, before it became the Morris. So, yeah, the weather is getting a lot nicer, Paul. You are correct about that. Rims worth more than the whole car. Put wood accents everywhere. Made a 2-mule yoke attached to steering arms. Wow. My favorite part, you know. Sunshade roof. Oh, handsome. Go for it, Caucasian. So ancient Europeans and Asians made columns round, but Southern South American ancients didn't seem to have bothered to. I always kind of wondered about that myself. And you know, though I'm a huge fan of Roman style architecture and stuff like that, um, you sit in the Asian cultures that were around at the same time that the Roman Empire was around, and the Roman Empire had almost like a louver going down the side of them, had these going down them. But the Japanese, the Chinese, they made these beautifully carved stone columns and stuff that you don't even see today with our technology and our ability at carving. It's absolutely mind-boggling at times. Um, if you look at the the houses down south during the 19th century, they used that same Greco-Roman style column on the front of their plantation homes and stuff. So, I can't think of a single round column in native structure. Totem poles, lodges, retriever, so don't count as a man-made column. Very true. Very true. What's going on with the woman? What woman? What? What woman? What? Yep, that was a video of little Georgie trying to stalk and capture penguins on the TV. It's like I always say about our kids: we raise them smart, or we raise them cute, but they ain't the smartest crackers in the box. Well, fine, y'all leave. We went from 6 to 4 to 2, back to 4. Guess they didn't like Georgie videos. I'm a proud daddy. Y'all get to suffer through with me. But I actually agree with you, Caucasian. I don't understand why they were never considered um, man-made columns. I mean, so much work went into the totem poles and stuff like that. that a lot of your native cultures used. It could also be the fact too that the columns that or the totem poles were never used as a support column. They were freestanding through a lot of the villages and stuff like that. Now modern art has started using totem poles and stuff like that as a column to support an overhang on a porch or a sidewalk or something like that. But the original use for the totem pole, they were never used as a support, and that's normally what a column is used for, is a support for something. I'm still here, just going to grab another cup of coffee. Well, I'm still here too, and I still have a half a cup. Sorry it wasn't the most interesting live stream, guys. I normally come up here and try to be a goofball anyway, and our mornings really aren't, smashed onto any one certain subject. Um, my mind is all over that investigation tonight at Morris. I was really hoping to have an EM pump by this investigation to actually set up on the stage next to the ghost light that they keep on the stage at the Morris. Only because I thought it'd be really cool to set the cameras up with just the ghost light on in the theater itself, and have the EM pump sitting beside it, emitting EM energy. That's been one of the most often reported areas in the theater is hearing things coming from the stage, hearing footsteps on the wooden stage, things like that. So, having that EM pump there and not just the normal lights. Good morning, Richie. Good to see you, bud. I thought would be kind of cool. Now, I think Tommy has an EM pump, and it's very possible Mark could actually have an EM pump in his new kit. So we'll just have to wait and see what everybody brings. It's going to be interesting, nevertheless, regardless of what everybody brings. This place is gorgeous. And to know that there have been reports from people. Hopefully we'll have security there. Hopefully we'll have some of housekeeping there that we can interview during the investigation and actually get some inside information on the place and what has been encountered there. Uh, we were going to try to have news coverage at this event, either one of the local newspapers or one of the three television crews that come in. Um, they want to wait till October. They said that if they were impressed with the investigation that we do for them, that they would consider inviting us back in October to do something very special at the Morris for the month of Halloween. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And of course, we'll have all the coverage and stuff there then. Um, Halloween's a big thing for them, I guess. For most of your large places like that, Halloween is just, it's hard telling what they'll do there. Who knows? Maybe they'll get Ghostbusters in, and we can get the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters to come down and do something there. Who knows? Who knows? Got 5 people watching. Got about 3.5 minutes left to go. The video for tonight's investigation probably will not be out for a couple days. I'm going to try a brand new editing technique on the video. I'm actually going to filter everything through the computer. All the video, all the sound recording, everything. That way I have a 36-inch screen to work on instead of something this size, which, you know, for those of you that don't make videos and put them out, you know, you've got the control panel for your editing program down here. So basically all you've got is that much of the screen to do your editing on. And I'm going to try to fix it. Basically, I'm going to have, out of a 36-inch screen, I'm going to have about 25 by 12, 14 inches of screen space to be able to edit on. That way, plus I will have the headphone hitch and everything with it, so I will be able to hear much better on a much bigger screen. And we're going to try like I said, a different editing technique. Make it more like a Hollywood production. Better details, better sound, better everything. Be like one of them there fancy smancy investigative TV shows on Discovery Plus. Just without all the scripting and made up poop. But that's about it, y'all. I'm back, armed with coffee. Everyone is safe. Well, we're safe anyway because we only got about 20 seconds till it's time to leave. It's about time for me to get out of here and start getting everything charged up and packed and cleaned and ready for tonight's investigation. Like I said, I will try to live stream. I make no promises. It all depends on signal strength, Wi-Fi, things like that. But we'll see. I'll do my best. But until then, guys, I am out of here. I am going to get things ready for tonight. But you guys all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. Maybe we'll see you tonight. Maybe we'll see you Wednesday. Just one more mystery. Y'all have a good day. Have a happy Monday. Take care.